So I'm evaluating this Viking here. It's a model 6440 from the 1970s. It seems to be turning. It's very, it's stiff, but it is turning, which is good. There's a few things. The stitch width knob is turning good. I didn't pull it into the buttonhole because I don't want to do that yet. It may get locked up, probably will. First thing that I notice is that this pattern selector knob is completely frozen, and that's going to need to be rebuilt. The stitch length, it moves a little bit in this area here, but you really got to move it, and the whole the reverse button is sticking, and the whole feed system is gummed up. Also, in the back here, we have the pattern cam. I didn't pull this out because it's going to be hard to get it back in, just to stick it back in there. It's got a cracked master cam. I'm going to use my flashlight here. It's hard to really see. I'm gonna zoom in here, and you can see that there's a big crack in this right there is a big crack in the master cam, the main cam of the machine. So what that is, pardon my photography here, this is the pattern selector for this machine, very similar. There's a bunch of gears in here, so when you turn the pattern, this one hasn't been rebuilt yet, but when you turn it, there's a whole bunch of aluminum gears in here, and they're very brittle and fragile. That's why when they get frozen, I don't want to just turn it. So I need to take the pattern selector out of this machine and rebuild it. And you can see this machine, this cam also is cracked. And what happens is the follower that makes it do zigzag and buttonhole and the three-step zigzag, it'll get stuck in there, and it'll actually create all kinds of problems, and it won't work right. So this master cam has to be replaced, and this whole thing has to be cleaned and taken all apart, all these little screws and stuff. I take them all apart and clean everything out and then rebuild everything, and then you got to set like the cam follower here, the other cam follower, and this piece here is for the zigzag. Whoops. And on this machine, that control for the zigzag, it's supposed to be spring loaded. See, I'll show you where that is. It's right here, this piece right here. It's supposed to, when it moves into zigzag like that, it's supposed to snap back. It's spring loaded, but you gotta really pull it back down to get it down again, because it's really stuck. So if I move it up like that, it doesn't pull back down. It should just snap back and forth. So anyway, that's part of rebuilding that. That's this piece right here on this machine here, on this cam. And you can see that this one's stuck also. There's a big spring here that's supposed to just pull it back and forth, but this whole thing has to come apart because that screw is an eccentric, and it adjusts the position of the needle in different. There actually is a left position and a center position. But anyway, so the main thing here is this machine can be fixed. The motor's probably fine. The other thing that happens with these machines is that the take-up slider, this piece here, I have another video on this. This take-up slider, they crack, but this one seems to be okay. But the machine really needs to be cleaned and serviced, and all the adjustments, all the factory settings have to be reset when all these things get fixed. All three of these knobs need to be rebuilt, and then all the timing, the hook timing, the feed timing, the needle positions, the distance for the hook and the needle. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Reverse cycle stitches, the balance, the cutting hole width of the buttonhole, the zero out the straight stitch, the vibration of the needle bar and straight stitch. There's a whole bunch of adjustments that have to be done, and all that can be done. It's just a matter of time and money, and if you want to, if the desire is for it to be recondition and be like it was when it came out of the factory, sans the wear, normal wear and tear, this machine could be made to work perfectly again.